Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, I am in Mayo now. I just travelled down today. Excuse my terrible windswept look, but there you go. Obviously I'm also very green. I'm kind of channeling almost like a little bit of like, you know, the Poison Ivy from like the 90s, from like the Batman and Robin film. Kind of enjoying that. But the whole point of this was for a St. Patrick's Day look. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Enjoy the parades that aren't happening. Yay! I'm so salty. I have done this look. It is also, by the way, a bit of a first impressions video, in addition to it being like a St. Patrick's Day thing. So, to Laura Lay, I am using the Revolution Colourbook. I am using the Pixi Liquid Shadow in the shade Green Pixie, the Hallberg Enchanted Mysteries Palette, which looks like this, and I'm also using a little Lime Crime metallic-y liquid lip. So if you want to see what it is that I did, how I did it, and get my general first impressions of these products, then do please keep on watching. So my eyelids are primed. I'm trying to get used to this filming setup now that I'm back with my parents for who knows how long. Yay, coronavirus! It's very strange. Anyways, I'm going to use this Revolution Colourbook. It's the green and blue one. I am obviously just going to use the greens today because, you know, St. Patrick, etc, etc. I am going to use my Sigma Domed Utility, my E34, and I'm going to go into the matte side because it's kind of done in two. Please excuse my weird hair. It is what it is. I'm already after sticking my finger into one of these. It's just one of those days. I'm after driving all day, so this is, well, not all day, it's like for 4 hours. So I am going to go into this shade here. That one, it's the matte shade. So again, I'm using the Domed Utility. It's all very very technical, you know. I'm gonna pack that just along here. I've obviously primed and set my eyelids, or as Elena would say, my eyeballs. I'm not as cool as Elena, so, you know, there you go. Of course, it's so funny because, like, this is the first time in 3 years I'm at home for St. Patrick's Day, as in, like, back in Ireland, and everything has been cancelled. I mean, obviously, that's not a big deal. Like, it is what it is. It is much more important to obviously look after public health, etc. But it's, yeah, I just find it funny. I'm like, of course it'd be the year I'd actually come back. Of course it would. Oh, of course it would. So I'm just kind of packing that on at the moment. The colour is good. There's no issues with it. Again, I'm just using the Domed Utility to just pack it on. So all parades obviously have been cancelled, as they should be. With all of this going on, I am in my parents' now. I am self-isolating along with them. I will only be leaving here to grab, you know, the essentials. So go to the chemist for prescriptions, go to the supermarket to pick up whatever. Toilet roll, apparently. That's what everyone is freaking out about. I was at Tesco the other day just picking up like some milk. Like, I just went in to just get like a little top up, and people were losing their minds. Although it did mean I went in and out on the self-service checkout very quickly. Normally it takes forever to go through that. So, you know, there was a bright side. I'm just going to pack a little bit more. So far, the pigment on that is very good. I'm liking the matte. Well done, Revolution. Well done. Yeah. I of course have my colour switch. I have to clean all of my brushes now because they are filthy, I believe is the correct word. Hip. I don't know what is wrong with me today. Who even knows? Who knows? Not me. I'm using my Juvia's Place brush now. It's one of the unnamed ones. I don't know how many times I say that. I'm just going to kind of blend that a little bit more. Try and soften it. So I hope you're all having a fairly uneventful St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully you're not going out. I hope you're just hanging out inside with family, you know, trying to self-isolate as much as possible. Oh wow, that has just blended off into nothingness. Grand. I mean, it's kind of what I wanted, so... because I'm looking to pack extra colour on top of that. I don't really know what it is that I'm doing. Do I ever know what it is I'm doing? No. No, I do not. But it's really interesting because a lot of people just aren't taking the whole thing very seriously. It just seems wildly disrespectful to, you know, all of the doctors and nurses, etc., who are really working so hard to keep our health good, you know. That's just my opinion. Taking the Domed Utility, and I am going into this shade here, whatever it's called, who knows, and I'm going to pop that along where the crease is. Again, just packing it on. It's funny, it's all anyone can talk about now is this virus thing, and I'm like, oh my god. So let's not talk about it. Let's talk about makeup. Let's talk about St. Patrick. So any of you who are watching my channel who are Irish, you know all about the legends of St. Patrick, and although I suppose if you're a super Catholic, you're probably like, they're not legends, they were all true and everything happened just as the church suggested. Fair enough. Fair enough. St. Patrick was a boy from Wales, and he was stolen by the Irish. I know, we stole people. We're awful. And they stole him and brought him to the county that I'm in now, so my home county, Mayo. And he was basically a slave there for a number of years, working as a shepherd. And it was then that God kind of came to him and, you know, was all like, hey, Patrick, you wanna do God things? And Patrick was like, meh, why not? So he ended up, I think, going to France or something like that. The details are a bit murky. And anyways, he became a priest, did all of that jazz, and was like, hey, I'm coming back to Ireland. These heathens need to be sorted, you know, I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna save their eternal souls. So he came back. There is, of course, the legend that St. Patrick got rid of all of the snakes in Ireland. There were no snakes in Ireland. I mean, there are still snakes in Ireland, like if we're going with the metaphorical snakes, but yeah, they say that he drove the snakes out of Ireland. And of course he climbed what is now known as Croagh Patrick. So yeah, but that's your little lesson on St. Patrick. He converted basically the entire island to Christianity, because up until then they were pagan Celts. I mean, we're just minding their own business, doing their own thing, and then this Welsh guy was like, nah, do you want to try something else? Anyways, sure, look, didn't do us any harm. I have this Jessup 228 Luxe Crease Brush. Yes, it is a little bit dirty, but I've cleaned it through the switch, so it should be fine. And I'm just going to kind of swish that a little bit more. Like, we've loads, obviously in Ireland, you know, there's that whole thing around saints and Christianity and Catholicism, and I think my favourite is probably St. Bridget, and which makes it sound like I'm like sitting around going like, I'll rank all of the saints, but I love that there's a story about her, and she came from like a wealthy family, and there's one story where she wanted to build like a monastery or a church or a cathedral. And she went to this wealthy man and she was like, will you let me do this? And he was like, yes. But he didn't want her to do it. He was like, you can have whatever land you can lay your cloak on. So she took off her cloak, she threw it up into the air, and it fell down and it covered a huge chunk of land. So, you know, he had to stick with his word. So she had a fancy cloak that just got really big and billowy. I think that's a funny story, but there you go. I'm taking the domed utility again, and I'm going into this shade now. If you can see it, hopefully you can. I can't really see because I don't have my glasses on. That's a great sign of how everything is going. And I'm just going to stamp it here. There's not much of a difference between that and the previous colour. I have 4 cats downstairs that are just like, yes, you're home, this is wonderful. So obviously I brought Cece back to Mayo with me. She is like, this is all going very well. I get a little holiday and everything. So we're staying here until the isolation is done. They're saying 29th of March. I have a suspicion it will go longer than that. So I fled Carlo this morning, and I brought some makeup with me. Obviously not all of my makeup. If I brought all of my makeup, I wouldn't have had room. So I don't know. It's strange. Meanwhile, UK, they're not doing anything. They're just like, no coronavirus for us. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's interesting. An interesting tactic. I did it again. I started talking about the coronavirus. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I can't help myself. I want to get like a floofy brush, I believe is the correct term. So the Luxe Petite Crease is the Jessup 231. And I'm going to go into this shade here. And I want to kind of stamp it around and kind of blend it a little bit. I'm going to stamp that there. And stamp it here. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Do you think you'll learn something? I really hope not, because you've come to the wrong channel. This is not the place for you. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave. God, I'd love an ice cream right now. I'm gonna have tea in a bit. And maybe some potatoes, who knows? Just to really Irish it up. I mean, I'm not having any trouble with the blending on it. Pigment isn't bad. I mean, you get a lot of shades for very little. I bought this when there was like a 20% off in PDB. There is a 20% off on their palettes at the moment if you use the code palette20. That should still be in effect by the time I upload this, because I'm planning on uploading it tomorrow. That means I'm going to be editing for a chunk of today. Yay me. I have smart ideas. Clearly. What do I want to do now? I am going to take... who knows? What is it that I'm going to do? Yeah, I want to do like a halo eye. So I'm taking just like a brush here, and I think, yeah, I'm going to go into my NARS concealer, and I'm just going to just pop a bit here. And yes, I am using a lip brush. Thanks for noticing. We do what we have to during the coronavirus. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The whole thing is weird. I don't know what's happening. But, you know, how are you guys getting on with it? How are you feeling? How's it all going? So I know some of you are in England, some of you are in Ireland, some of you are in the States. So I'm curious to see the differences. Let's hope this time next year when I'm doing a St. Patrick's Day look, it won't be because I'm in essentially a quarantine. I'd like that. I'm sure we'd all like that. Oh man, it's just a weird time, isn't it? Like, it's so odd. Did it again. Talked about it again. Oh well, it is what it is. I am using my Jessup 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. I think now I'm going to go into the shimmery side. And yes, I've got kind of shadows all over me. I want to go into this green here. Yeah. Get onto my brush. Not sure if it'll show up as a shimmery shade. I feel like it won't. No, there isn't much to that. It's very hard to get it. I mean, I can't get too annoyed with it because it wasn't wildly expensive, but still. Come on. Down you go. I feel a bit like, you know that painter, and he used to be like, you know, pat the trees and, you know, pat it down and make friends with it. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now, except in an emotional breakdown kind of way. This whole isolation thing is not going to be good for me. I think oh god, I suppose I should say, like, trigger warning, I have like some mental health stuff, like I struggle a lot with anxiety, depression, etc. So I'm just a little bit nervous about how this period of self-isolation is going to impact me mental health wise. We'll see. I'll put a bit of setting spray on this just to see will it make it be more of a thing. Who knows? Oh, that's helped. Hello. Welcome to the party, my friend. Pip pip. Yeah. And I'll do the same with the other side. Just put on. Oh, it's all very technical, isn't it? Can't help it. I'm such a pro at this, you know? You learn such hints, such tricks. Oh my god, I'm going to watch so much YouTube over the next few weeks. So much YouTube and so much Netflix and so much Amazon Prime. Does anyone have any recommendations of things to watch? I probably have already watched it, in fairness, but, you know, never hurts to have some recommendations. Just Netflix are like twiddling their fingers, kind of going, yes, yes, you need us now, don't you? And I'm like, damn, I do. I do. I'll never get away from you. I'll never get away from your clutches. You really won't, like, it is what it is. I am going back in with my Jessup Luxe Petite Crease, and I'm going into this shade again, just because I don't have to justify myself. Or do I? Maybe I do. Who knows? Nobody's explained the rules of YouTube to me in that sense. I do my own thing, god darn it. I'm just gonna want to swish it a little so it can... Oh, that's nice. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I like that. Oh god, I love green eyeshadow. I'm happy with this so far. Like, I'm just saying. I'm not unhappy with it. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with that. The next thing I have is this Pixi Glimmery shadow. And it's in the shade PixiGreen. So actually, what I want to do with this, because I'm a weirdo, is I want to put it along with my lash line. Hello, little lash line brush. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the Jessup 312 Detail Liner. And what I want to do is just take it from the doe foot and put it onto this, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's nice. It's a pretty colour. Probably not the way you're meant to apply it, but sure, look, I'll do what I want. Society be damned. Oh, I like that. It's very subtle. Oh, but the glitter! Sorry. That was a very like guttural response. Can't help it. That's how I feel about the glitter. That's how I feel about glitter in general. One of the girls I know from, I've said it before, I'm in this group. It's called Sexy Sausages. And she also loves glitter. Her name is Jodie. She has a YouTube channel. I will link her down below. Like down in my description box. My god, what is wrong with my words today? Anyways, she loves glitter too. So there you go. Oh, I was so annoyed because when I was leaving my house today to come here to self-isolate, I meant to bring like the particular makeup with me, which was makeup that was sent to me by Jenny and Mary and Elena. But because I'm an idiot, what did I do? Forgot to bring it. And now I can't go back because no, we're not really meant to be moving around. So that's my life. I don't know if that kind of took off a little bit of the shadow, but no, I don't think it did. I like that. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my face. I will come back and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hi friends, I'm back. I've got the rest of the face on. Ish. I want to do obviously the under lash line. So excuse me and all of my weird like little sort of singing things. Oh, it's so hard to find exactly what it is that I'm looking for, but there you go. I have a Jessup 226 smudger. There it is, and I want to take some of the dark shade that I had been using. So, oh gosh, almost smashed it all over myself. I'm going to take more of that colour there and kind of put it under the lash line. Oh, excuse me, just obviously I can't see what it is that I'm doing. I put on lashes. And I'm going to bring a little bit down here. I also put like the LA Girl neon green liner, and I think it was like I Got You or something. Put that on the waterline because I'm cool. Is it neat? No. Will it do? Yes, because I'm not saying anyone today, obviously. There you go. That's what it is. I do like that though. I think it's a nice palette. I mean, it is green. If anyone has been watching me for a while, you know how I feel about greens. It's an unhealthy love. I don't know how green feels about me, but there you go. I am going to use the same brush again, and I'm going to go back into this shade, which I used as part of the, I suppose, halo. Sort of is a halo eye. Who knows? I don't. I'm just going to pop it here. And yes, I'm aware I don't have my lips done. Don't worry, what's the next bit? We won't get ahead of ourselves, will we? Not on this channel. Not on this channel. Yeah. happy with that. Sorry, my fringe is in desperate need of a cut, but it won't get cut because that is the world I live in now. Does anyone to come and just... yeah, it's not even falling the way I need it to go. Anyways, I want to do my lips, and I have the Hallberg Enchanted Mysteries. Now it is for eyes, face, lips or body, just FYI. This is what it looks like. This is my first impressions, and there is of course this green in here, which is a sort of a duochrome. And I'm going to go into the shade Lacuma, which is that one. And yeah, we'll see how that is. It says you can use it on the lips, so... fantastic. I'm not even gonna lie, I did buy this palette just for that green. And by the way, this is sold on Beauty Bay, so you can get it with 20% off as well. Oh. I'm here for it. I like that. And the very last thing I have, if I can find it, come back. Oh, it's so tiny. This is a little Lime Crime, little mini lipstick that came as part of a set. I have to try it yet. It's called Prized. There you go. Don't know what I was doing with my hand. It is a green colour. I'm going to put it on the kind of centre of the lips. Do a sort of an ombre. Who knows? Such notions. Woo! I mean, that isn't wildly pigmented, but what I'm going to do is just try and swoosh it so they blend a little bit more. Those are the correct terms, trust me. Yeah, I mean, I quite like it. I mean, it's not a subtle look by any means, but when have I ever really done subtle? Not really. I'll zoom you into the eyes now so you can kind of see them a smidgen better. So these are the eyeballs, or the eyelids. The eyeshadow, I think, performed really darn well, all things considered. I really liked the little Pixi shadow thing. I thought that was really cute as well. Yeah, I like it. I'm very, very St. Patrick's-y. So in terms then of my general first impressions, I'm going to start off with the Colourbook. I really like it. The colour scheme is so me. I love that it has like half matte and half shimmer. I think that's so smart, so very, very smart, and it's totally worth the money as far as I can see from what I've done. I love this particular look. I can't really comment too much on the Hallberg, but that shade, I do like that you can use it on the face, the lips, the eyes, etc. That's quite cool. Oh yes, of course, the Pixi shadow. I really liked that. I thought that was quite cool. Not wildly pigmented, but I think it's like a good alternative to, like, you know, a funky liner. There you go. And the Lime Crime liquid lip. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It wasn't amazing, but not the worst. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. I am on social media. Find me, stalk me, do a Joe from you. Do please share this video, because sharing is caring, unless it's an STD, in which case wrap it up. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.